This week on TechRap, we take a look at the tablet/laptop hybrid, the Samsung Ativ Smart PC Pro. And to spice things up, we take out a blade and some keys and scratch the heck out of its screen. And you wished it, you got it. We take the Cherry Mobile Omega HD and the Star Mobile Diamond on a head-to-head battle. Hi, I'm Michael Josh, and this is TechRap. Stop the presses. Is the next version of Android coming sooner than we thought? Well, tech news site Android Authority reports that the yet-to-be-released operating system, Key Lime Pie, will come pre-installed in a new phone called the Google X. An entry on smartphone benchmarking website Antutu reveals test results from the Google X smartphone. This screenshot shows Google X scores 15,479 on the benchmark test, which tells us this is probably a mid-range smartphone. Not much else is revealed about the device. Last week, we reviewed the water-resistant Sony Xperia Z, which survived an afternoon at the pool, which makes me start to wishing more smartphones were water-resistant too. Well, Samsung might just have an answer to that. Middle East tech news site T-Break reports at the launch of the Galaxy S4 in Dubai this week, Samsung Gulf President Young-Soo Kim was reportedly quoted as saying a rugged, waterproof version of the S4 is coming soon. Speaking of the S4, the much-anticipated smartphone launched in Manila this week at a special event at the NBC tent. You can get the phone for $30,990 at Samsung concept stores starting May 6th, or with a new plan from either Smart, Globe, or Sun Cellular. And if you're watching this now, you could win one as well. Stay tuned for details after the end of the show. Every Filipino with a smartphone. Elusive maybe, but two local companies are making huge steps in that direction, Cherry Mobile and Star Mobile. Recently, both companies released flagship smartphones, both under 10,000 pesos. Cherry Mobile has the Omega HD, while Star Mobile has the Diamond. TechRap received tons of requests asking us to throw both phones in the ring for a smartphone battle. Which one came out the winner? This you've gotta see. Round 1. Build and feel. Both devices are made of what feels like polycarbonate plastic. Because of the tapered edges and the smaller bezel of the Omega HD, it feels a little more solid and is easier to hold. Round 2. Call quality. In terms of call quality, the hands-down winner is the Omega HD. To test call quality, we called both phones from an iPhone 5 using Globe and then Smart. And then we had 5 different people tell us which phone call sounded better. All 5 respondents said the Omega HD has better call quality. Calls on the Diamond sounded muffled, sometimes robotic. Round 3. Camera. As for the camera, both sport 12-megapixel main shooters. There was not much difference in the quality of the photos, in both low light and outdoors. Daylight shots on the Omega HD were a bit warmer, and the Omega had a slightly wider field of view. The Omega HD also has a dedicated camera button, which may or may not be an advantage, considering it's a little awkwardly positioned. For this round, we declare it a tie. Round 4. Software and user interface. The look and feel of the Star Mobile Diamond UI is classier and also feels snappier. Icons look a lot like what you would see on a stock Android OS. On the other hand, the Omega HD has oversized icons which look cartoony. While this has nothing to do with performance power, the UI does not feel as snappy as its Star Mobile counterpart. This round goes to the Diamond. Round 5. Battery life. To test the battery life, we made sure both phones are at 100%. Wi-Fi turned on, brightness maxed out. We used the two phones to take 10-minute calls, send a few text messages, play a few games of Candy Crush, and watch a 20-minute video on YouTube. The rest of the time, phones are on standby. And after 5 hours and 30 minutes, the Diamond had only 15% of battery charge, while the Omega HD had 30% left. It's worth noting that the capacitive buttons on the Diamond stay on until the phone is put on standby. This may have contributed to its faster discharge. The Omega HD takes this round as well. Round 6. Benchmarking tests. On benchmarking tool Quadrant, which measures the overall capabilities of a smartphone, including speed and graphics, The Diamond scores a decent 2,759, but is trumped by the Omega HD's 2,842. On benchmarking app Antutu, the Omega HD also finished ahead with 5,613 versus the Diamond, which scored 5,444. It must be said that in real-world use, the performance difference was negligible. Round 7. Price. The Omega HD retails for 7,999 pesos, while the Diamond costs 2,000 pesos more at 9,990. Overall, both devices are bargains for the specs they offer, but with a cheaper price point and better overall performance after our tests, we declare the Cherry Mobile Omega HD the winner of this battle. The Omega took 5 rounds to 1 versus the Diamond, with 1 round ending in a draw. We also have with us the Cherry Mobile Flame 2.0 and the Star Mobile Flirt, so stay tuned for that battle very soon on Rapper.com.
This feature is brought to you by Samsung.
It seems like a long way back already, but 2012 saw the popularity of 2 different kinds of computing devices, tablets and ultrabooks, underscoring the need for portable devices that can do more. Fast forward to 2013 and a new breed of devices are popping up. We call them convertibles, laptops with screens that can be detached from the keyboard and work as fully functional tablets. It's a pretty nifty concept, and today we'll take a look at one of them, the Samsung Ativ Smart PC Pro. If you recall, late last year, Microsoft introduced the Surface RT, a tablet with a flip case that doubles as a keyboard. The problem with convertible devices like the Surface RT, however, is that they are merely tablets with add-on keyboards, not the other way around. You see, most convertibles come with processors made specifically for tablets. Not as powerful, but they consume less battery life, a balance that is ever so important in the world of portable computing. The Ativ Smart PC Pro changes that. The device runs on a 1.7 GHz Intel Core i5 processor, the same you'd find in mid-range notebooks. Let's take a look at the entire spec sheet. The device comes with 4 GB of RAM, an 11.6-inch full HD display, and a super fast 128 GB solid-state drive. Boot time is an impressive 10 seconds. With real-world use, battery life is about 6 hours. You can charge the device with or without the keyboard. The device also comes with a 5-megapixel rear camera and a 2-megapixel front-facing camera. Photos are respectable for a tablet. Don't expect DSLR or even high-end smartphone quality shots here, but they're okay. Take a look at some of our shots. The Ativ Smart PC Pro runs the latest version of Windows, Windows 8, which was built for touchscreens. And I must warn you, ever since I started using it, I find myself reaching out to touch the screen of my work laptop, only to realize that it doesn't work that way. I have a friend who tells me her kid once walked up to their TV and tried to flip through channels like you would on a touchscreen. I tell you, that's how our brains are programmed to work these days. You want to be able to interact with your devices more, and the Windows 8-powered Ativ Smart PC Pro allows you to do just that. If you recall, we featured an almost identical product on TechRap last year, the Ativ Smart PC. Its successor, the Ativ Smart PC Pro, has a new paint job, grills on top, and a much-needed spec upgrade. The Pro version also adds 3G support. Pop in a microSIM with a data plan, and you can remain connected even while on the go. The Ativ Smart PC Pro also includes a host of other connectivity options. We were impressed to see USB 3.0 and HDMI ports. But what really got me excited was the accompanying S Pen. If you've seen any of my previous videos, the S Pen is a Wacom certified stylus that comes with several Samsung products, including the popular Galaxy Note 2 and the recently released Note 8. Samsung has also bundled its standard note-taking and drawing app, S Note. Call me old-fashioned, but I still love taking down notes, well, digitally. Since I started testing the device, it's become a pretty awesome companion at meetings. We did notice that response time is delayed about half a second when compared to the Note 2 or the Note 8. If you're not a fan of writing, the keyboard is a pleasure to type on too. In fact, of all the Windows 8 laptops I've tried recently, the chiclet-style layout of the Smart PC Pro delivers a superb typing experience. For a tablet, 11.6 inches sounds like quite a stretch. It's heavier if you compare it to the standalone tablets, but it does have its perks, including a totally immersive experience when watching videos or playing computer games. Another thing that I really enjoyed doing was to start reading an article on my desk and then ejecting the tablet from the keyboard and continuing to read from a more comfortable position. I also love using it in landscape mode. The extra height lets you see whole web pages like you've never seen them before. Overall, the device is well built. I do wish I could tilt the screen back a bit further, but considering all the hardware that is built into the display, you could expect it could be a bit top-heavy. Overall, it's a solid device. If you're looking for a new laptop PC, one that was built to make the most out of the Windows 8 experience, then this is the one that I highly recommend. The Samsung Ativ Smart PC Pro is available at Samsung concept stores and retails for $59,900. Everyone loves a good torture test, and today, despite my reservations, we're going to do something mean to my computer. Now, I say it's mine, but in all honesty, it's a loaner, but I unboxed it, set it up, and loved it as my own for the last week, which is why I don't think I have the heart to do what I'm about to do. Now, just like the toughest smartphones out there, the glass display or the screen of the Samsung Ativ Smart PC Pro is made of Corning Gorilla Glass, which is supposed to be scratch-proof. But how scratch-proof is it? Well, Samsung tells me it'll survive these keys and even displayed. Let's see if their claims are true. Okay, now just let me set this aside. Now, just to prove that the screen or the display is okay, I'm just gonna wipe it with a microfiber cloth. And with the display turned off, you can see there are no scratches on the device. Let's start with the keys. Let's pick the blue one. Okay. Oh, hey, for the heck of it, let's use a couple of them at the same time. Hey, let's just use all of them. Okay, let's take a look. Just smudges, basically, I'm wiping off. So far, the display is pretty good. Okay, but the real test should be this blade. I just bought this blade earlier, so it's fresh, nice and fresh, and it's sharp. So here goes. Oh, I think I need therapy after this. Okay, a little bit more. Okay, I'm really sweating. I'm really sweating right now. Okay, you know what, guys? There isn't a scratch on this screen. Well, looks like the Samsung Ativ Smart PC Pro and its Corning Gorilla Glass display survived our scratch test. And that was TechRap. For news and updates, don't forget to follow Rappa.com on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And if you have any tech questions or requests about something that you'd like to see on the show, then send me an email. It's techrap@rappa.com, or send me a message on Twitter using the hashtag TechRap. And don't forget to look out for new episodes. We post them every Sunday on Rappa.com. That's all for this week, folks. I'm Michael Josh. Thanks for dropping by. Hi, everybody. I just got back from the Samsung Galaxy S4 launch at the Fort this evening, and what do you know? I was one of 10 people to win their raffle, and what was the prize? It was a Samsung Galaxy S4. But as a journalist covering Samsung, I'm not allowed to accept any prizes from Samsung. But do know that earlier this morning I received my own loaner unit, which is the unit, my review unit, and I'm working on a full review. You can expect an unbiased review on Rappa.com very soon. Now, I know the question on everyone's mind right now is, how can I win that phone? So we're working on mechanics with Samsung right now. On Wednesday, we're going to post all the mechanics on our website. So do follow us, Rappler, on Twitter, like us on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, and follow Samsung's Facebook page as well. And on Wednesday, we'll post all the mechanics on Rappler. Watch out for that, and good luck, guys.